Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently finished reading The Stand, which is over 1,000-something pages long, and honestly I can say that this is King's magnum opus. It's intense. Once you start reading it, you can't possibly put it down. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. um, it's I'm not gonna tell you what the story is about. As if I did, it would ruin it entirely. But you have all these different characters that are involved, and there are a couple of them that are more prominent than the others, and there's a reason why that is. I'm not going to say who they are, but it revolves around these two characters and the whole mechanism of plot that King is so beautifully developed, and all the different characters and their mechanisms, their thought processes, their ways of life, their fears, things that drive these particular characters. And not only that, this is the uncut version, so you've got illustrations in there that just make it that much more intense and creepy. It is very, very unsettling and very, very unhinging. And I thought the illustrations are just icing on the cake. And I love King and the way that he depicts certain situations, and he does it in a very simplistic way, but yet in the mannerism that he does it is still very very frightening. And I don't know if this could happen in this day and age, but I hope to God it doesn't, although it could possibly happen. I think that's what makes it all the more unpleasant and spooky. But as far as books are concerned, that thing's running off on my desk. Anyway, as far as things are concerned, in the writing of Stephen King's books, this is definitely the best one he's ever done. And I'm see when this is written. I don't know if it tells me or not. Oh, this version came out. Well, it originally was 1978, and first signet printing, which is this one here, I think it was in 1991. It doesn't really say anything else. But it's really hilarious. You see this? This author's note says, "The Stand is a work of fiction, as the subject matter makes perfectly clear. Many of the events occur in real places, such as Oakland, Maine, Las Vegas, Nevada, and Boulder, Colorado. In these places, I've taken the liberty of changing them to whatever degree suited best course of their fiction. I hope the readers who live in these or other real places mentioned this novel will not be too upset by my monstrous impertinence, to quote Dorothy Sayers, who indulged freely in the same sort of thing. Other places such as Arnott, Texas, and Shoyo, Arkansas, are as fictional as the plot itself. Special thanks are due to Russell Dorr, Dr. Richard Herman, both Brighton Family Medical Center, who answered my questions on the nature of the flu. This particular way of mutating every 2 years ago." Yeah, and it talks about that, but that's the whole basis of the book, basically. And it's about survival. It's about survival. It's about persistence and determination, and just this indefatigable will to survive. The human race itself to survive. That's the whole purpose of the book. And fanaticism. It's about fanaticism and occultism and just all these different things coming together. And it mentions Watership Down, which I thought was really, really brilliant. One of the characters was getting this book for, I think, his nephew, and he talks about the warren of rabbits and how one of these characters is an awful lot like Silverweed. I thought, yeah, he is. I'm not gonna say a whole much else about this book, because if I do, like I said, it'll ruin the plot, and you just read it, and you'll be as disturbed as I was. I thought, oh, this could really... I don't care if he says in the author's note that this is a work of fiction. This could happen. And we've seen that through the scare with Ebola. I mean, it could be equivocated with that, but in and of itself, I'm really not terrified by that implication. I'm more scared of things like MRSA, because the thing is, we're too concerned, and we over sterilize ourselves. We overuse antibacterial soaps. This is what I know. I'm not a doctor or anything of the sort. I'm just saying there's only so much sterilization, and a certain degree of bacteria is actually a good thing, and I cannot stress this enough. And that's the one conclusion I've come to after reading this book. It's just solidified my belief in that, and that the body in and of itself can heal itself perfectly without the help of medicine. I mean, we've got herbs that can help with that. But in really dire, distressing occurrences, we do need the help of doctors and nurses and all that, because they've been trained to do so. But it's a science; it's always changing, and it's not something that is set forth in stone. It's always evolving, just like we are, because that's just the way it is. It's a human thing. So we have to evolve, and we have to adapt, and that's what the story is all about. Just acclimating oneself and becoming used to the fact that certain things may not be to our liking, but despite that, the human spirit goes on, and that's what really drew me to love this book as much as I do.